All right, so let's get this started. So, you guys all know my name is Isaiah, and today I'm going to be looking over the Holy Lornography, kind of in celebration of the near release of the John Pierre Weary chatlog, which is coming out soon. I've actually got 3 pages of the chatlog, but I'm not going to show them, so I think Joey Jeremiah might cut my head off if I do. Nah, I'll wait for tomorrow, so it should be out in the morning or in the afternoon for you guys if you're in America. But we'll go over the Holy Lornography, and pretty much it's just going to be a bit of a binge session. We're just going to be analysing our Lord and Saviour, seeing what he was up to that fateful month back in '07. Him and his beautiful baby girl, Kayla. It's such a romantic story, actually. It's just beautiful. So I think last time I was up to here. Yes, I know you must be very anxious, Sam. Robin, thanks for joining me. Christ's Failure, 000. Thanks for joining, guys. Hopefully we'll get some more people, but if not, it'll just be our little cozy session, which will be good. If anyone's keen, I'm just putting in my this is my Skype. So if anyone's keen to Skype, you can come on live stream with me. But I may have to fix up my audio output. But anyway, actually no, it's fine. Yeah, if you want to go on Skype or anything, we'll do it. Is it too loud, guys? Is it? Hang on. All right. I never used to let my nieces go into any chat rooms, lol. And you know why? Because Lorne, what's his Richard Bruin word? What about Richard? Lorne's clothes. Lorne's a very simple man, and he has a very simple attire. And it's always just that same blue stock shirt from like the sale basket at the back of Target or something. I don't know. He doesn't really have a style or anything, Lorne. Well, he does. He has his own style. That's Lorne style. But it's always like some sort of blue shirt or that same red jumper. It's disgusting. Am I yelling? Am I yelling too much, guys? Sorry. Kayla, thanks for joining. What about Richard? I don't know. Okay, so I feel like Lorne, he didn't want his nieces to go into any of his chat rooms because he's just such a jealous man. And, if he did have a relationship with his nieces, whether sexual or even just a friendship, I feel like he was always very, he wanted to keep them to himself. And I honestly wonder if he was jealous of his brother or sister. I don't know which one of them had the 2 daughters, but I reckon he was. And I think maybe there was some sort of internal competition within the Armstrong family to spend time with the nieces. And yeah, I do believe that there would have been arguments with him wanting to spend time with the nieces, but they might have gone to his other brother's house, to the other brother's house. Oh, okay, sorry, I thought I was young. Yeah, I know, it's a Lorne reference though. What do I think about Richard? Richard, see, he deceives the viewers, I believe, and he deceived me. I felt really bad for him. I'm a uni student, and that would be my worst nightmare to be in his position. So I do empathize with his situation. But on the other hand, still, that's pretty fucking sick. Like, chatting with a kid. Oh, how old was the kid? I think the kid was only 16. So, it's not as bad as 12, and obviously not as bad as like 8, but still, it's under the age, Richard. And, maybe 1,000 years ago, a 16-year-old and a 21-year-old would have been fine. Like, evolutionary, like, in terms of evolution, you can see it probably would be fine, but, in today's society, you just can't do that. We've realized that a 16-year-old can't make those decisions themselves. But yeah, Richard, again, he did apparently sexually assault. Look, I don't want to say anything that's false, but I have heard that he did sexually assault another woman that was drunk. He didn't force himself on her, but like he sort of made her do things to him. So look, he has the capability to be a predator, and they caught him. And you know what? Just fuck him. Like, in general, I don't really fucking care. He's in trouble if he gets caught or not. Yeah, Sam. He gets his clothes from just like a bin, like out the back, probably. Yeah, Lorne did love having a princess. His own, like he says in the interview, the extended interview with Chris, unfortunately, I didn't have any children of my own. And he did want his own princess. And that's the weird thing about the chat log. There's a blurred line between love, in terms of, sexual love, and also the love that you'd have for your child. And that's why it's so fucked up. Like, Lorne doesn't know whether he loves Kayla as a daughter or as a fucking, as his partner. And I think obviously it lends more towards he wants to fuck her, as in, as his partner, as like a sexual partner. But there are times when he treats her like his daughter. Oh, Richard's decoy was 13. My apologies. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. 13 is too young. Like 16, 17, I can see maybe it may be hard to resist if the girl's like kind of developed, but still, you don't even go for 16-year-olds. But no, just a little video talking about how everyone calls him a joke. Oh, really? He just uploaded a video. I might watch it live. Oh, thanks Christ. I'm gonna watch Lorne's video live right now. So let's see what's going on in Lorne world. Oh, there's this 15-minute new Ember video actually. Lorne begs Ember for pussy. Oh, important message, here it is. Okay, what else do I have at the moment? It's crap. All right, let's see what this is all about.
Hello, everyone. I just have a little message here. I actually have something that I want to read to everyone. And this is from Artsy Tiger. And this is what he says. You attempted to kidnap and rape a 13-year-old and you are selling autographed shirts of yourself. You spent
Fuck, he's actually saying this shit. This is actually pretty interesting right now. Shit. I never really imagined Lorne like talking about it like that. And look, he's actually saying everything that he's doing, like, as in like he's selling T-shirts and he attempted to rape a child, and off the back of that infamy, that's how he's made a name of himself, and he's sort of highlighting that here. What are people fucking saying? This is pretty big. William, already on it. William, good job.
5 years in prison. And now you put on bare basic cooking shows and get catfished over and over again by women you think want to be a
It's so true. This is incredible. He's actually like realizing what the fuck is going on in his life. Like, Andrew Burkett made a pretty interesting video last night or the night before, talking about how Lorne, the only thing he's got is the Church of God and Lornographers. It's a pretty scary concept for him, and if he deletes his channel, What else is he gonna have? Is this an 8-minute video? Oh, fuck.
Girlfriend. Most of the people who are leaving comments to you are using your own quotes from your chat log because they think you are a joke.
Oh, maybe he didn't know this. Did he know this prior to this artsy guy commenting on his channel? Because whoever this artsy guy is, this could be the reason why Lornography, or no, not Lornography, but Lorne is going to leave YouTube, because I don't think Lorne knew all the time that people were just pasting comments from the chat log. He was kind of a bit oblivious to it, but now he knows. This is pretty big. What's this? Yeah, he needs help, definitely.
I'm not trying to be mean to you at all. I actually want to warn you that there are several people who are going to go at you over and over again. You keep thinking that these women who contact you want to meet you or want to be your girlfriend, and they are all fake and they are all working together and know about one another. The vast majority of people who leave messages or even buy a shirt, if any do, think you are a complete joke. It's sometimes
Fuck, this is insane. And it's all true. And this artsy guy, it's weird. Just one comment from one fucking person. And Lorne's reality, I can't believe I'm saying that fucking word, reality. But he's actually starting to understand what's going on. Because his reality is different to the rest of the world's reality. He thinks he's a celebrity, but everyone knows he's not. He's just, a fucking sex offender who people love to make fun of. I don't know, like 3 guys started a website as a joke and eventually it just ended up being this big. Yeah, Sam, I don't know, like I'm torn between him leaving YouTube because I want him to leave YouTube, and then again, I don't. And again, if anyone wants to call me or have a chat with me on Skype, add me, brother Isaiah123@hotmail.com, and we can chat.
difficult to watch, to be honest. There are also those who have already contacted you, who post your conversations on YouTube for everyone to laugh at. They have also contacted other people who got caught in these things and are harassing them and getting them to do and say very explicit things and then posting them to be laughed at. And to try to get, where am I? And to try to get people rearrested.
Jesus.
This is no laughing matter.
Yeah, it's pretty true. Like, what people are doing, like, I'm not calling out anyone here, but we know the teacuppers who are doing it. They are, like, getting these other predators into big trouble, like Stanley, even Lorne. But the thing is, especially with Stanley Kendall, what a fucking idiot. Like, he knows he can't do this shit. He knows he's going to get in trouble if he, solicits a minor for sex or, rapes someone. So, although these teacuppists are getting these predators into trouble, potentially, the predator should not know this. Oh, sorry, should know this, and they should, stay away from this situation. But they just they don't, because they haven't learned. Still, Stanley hasn't fucking learned.
You are contacted by phone, do not even stay on for a moment. I would also suggest removing your YouTube channel and just laying low. You have people who are working against you all the time, and they change their names in order to trick you into talking to you, trying to seduce you. I don't know why you fall for any of it. Driving out to meet someone, it's all fake. Don't accept the phone calls anymore. Remove your channel and move on with your life.
Ooh, I wonder what he's going to do here.
What is going on here is not helping.
I'm actually really excited. Like, we're in the middle of a huge transition in Lornography. Like, what happens after this video, if he deletes his YouTube, it could change the face of Lornography completely.
So,
what's he going to do, man?
I guess my question to everybody in my, quote-unquote community is, Should I be taking this person's advice and shutting down my YouTube channel, or do you guys like what I'm doing with the show? And
he's asking the viewers. He's asking the community. Jeez, this is pretty big. Like, it is a big decision. We all know that for Lorne's sake, him getting off YouTube is the best thing. Like Andrew Burkett always says, he should have taken his own advice back when he spoke to Chris Hansen. Get counseling and get off the internet. And he didn't take that advice. He's on the internet still, making YouTube videos. I think, I'm trying to think here. Like, I think I would say get off YouTube, but it would just ruin Lornography. I don't know. I really don't know.
With my music and with the exercises and being able to communicate with everyone, or am I really just a joke to everybody? Because if I'm just a joke to everybody, then I'll just leave.
Ooh.
I mean, I didn't know the community existed for 3 years, and it grew. So.
And it's still growing.
You know, if I just leave, are you guys just gonna go harass somebody else?
I think if Lorne leaves YouTube, it will eat at him because he won't know how the community is developing. He now knows about it, and he can't just leave it and forget about it. Imagine going to bed at night knowing that people make videos about you, think about you, read your chat log. Like, you want to somehow be involved and see that and oversee it. And I don't think he can leave this, you know? I don't think he can get off the internet now at this point. And we're partly to blame. Robin, James, you know, he's the reason Bay Shaman's channel gets deleted. Yeah, I know it's James's fault. That's why I haven't done a video on him, actually, because, you know, I just don't want to lose my channel. But I think if I was James, I would try and get all the footage down. I think I agree with that. But from a TCAP or a TCAPist point of view, I think it's shit. It ruined Bay Shaman. Bay Shaman was a great YouTuber, and it hasn't ruined him, but, you know, he just doesn't have as big a YouTube presence now because all his videos got deleted. I think, you know, he sort of takes YouTube a bit less seriously now because he's moved over to Daily Motion, and his website has all the videos. But yeah, I really feel sorry for Bay Shaman because he had 5K subscribers and he worked really, really hard, and just 1 day, 2 days, he gets taken down for bullying. So it's really, really sad. Yeah, Sam, I agree. His videos are complete trash. Absolute garbage. But the thing is, like, I don't watch them. I read the comments, and I just like to see what Lorne's doing. But, you know, they are shit. I really want him to collaborate with someone in his family or like a family friend. And by doing that, I mean you'll see Lorne You'll see Lorne converse and communicate and deal with other people. Because one thing in Lornography is Lorne's always by himself. You never really see him converse or communicate with other people. Like, obviously Kayla in the chat log he talked to, but that's kind of like talking to us through YouTube. You never see him with someone else, and I really would want to see him.
Or are you gonna want me back, or are you, you know, where am I fitting in here? And, you know, I'm actually asking these to the people that actually matter, not the trolls, because the trolls really don't matter to me at all.
Well, the trolls make up your entire community, Lorne. His community is 100% trolls. There can't be anyone in the community that isn't a troll. Like, if there is, it's someone who was initially a troll, so they're converted to, you know, a Lorne sympathizer, which I disagree with.
I actually think the trolls are a joke, and I laugh at every stupid thing that they say. So, but I want to know, how much do you guys really want me around? Because, you know, I'm trying to get past. I'm trying to leave the past in the past, which was 10 years ago. You know, If I can leave the past,
he's not leaving the past in the past if he's a part of this community. This community is solely based around the fact Lorne was caught in a sting. And every day he makes, not every day, but almost every day he makes videos, he makes, he'll read comments, he does things related to the sting. So he hasn't left that community. I mean, he said 3 years he didn't know about the Church of God, so I'm guessing he did 5 years in jail. Then there was 3 years in of him being free without Church of God, and then he found out about it in the last couple of years. So those 3 years were really the only 3 years he had. By 3 years, I mean the 3 years straight out of prison. The only 3 years he really had to forget about the sting, and he probably did, and he was moving on. But then he found about the Church of God, and that completely, drew him back into it and reminded him of what he had done.
in the past, how come you guys aren't able to do that too? If you want something to do with me, why aren't you wanting something to do with me, the person I am today, instead of the person that I was in the past? The person in the past was messed up at the time. That's not me today. So, I'd like to hear everybody's opinion on this stuff. And also to let everybody know, I found out last night that Nathaniel is actually a woman.
Oh my fucking God. Oh, this guy, man, is fucking so fucking delusional. How can he think Nathaniel is a woman when he clearly has a man's voice? Oh my God. He is being catfished within a catfish. Like, this whole video is about him being trolled, him being, him being realized he's being catfished. And then he just comes out with a statement saying Nathaniel is a woman. Like, I don't know if someone's trolling him here. So someone's trolled him and told him that Nathaniel's a woman. I think the overall goal of that troll would be to try and get him interested in Nathaniel, like dating Nathaniel, because all these trolls have like some sick schemes. I don't deal with any of that shit, but I'm guessing it'd be something like that. How can he think Nathaniel's a woman? He's clearly a man. Morning, Freedom Run. Thanks for joining. Good morning. Yeah, the trolls made him Robin. I completely agree. I agree, Robin.
Nathaniel's name is actually Natalie.
No, there's no way he's a woman. He clearly speaks like in a man's voice. Clearly speaks.
And there's another person that has been in cahoots with Nathaniel / Natalie, which I'm not going to mention.
What the fuck is going on? This is actually a huge twist in Lornography. So wait, how long's Nathaniel been gone for now? He's been gone for about, I'd say 6 to 8 months. And he did that whole Apple, not scam, just that publicity stunt where he pretended to invest 2.5 million or something like that, his life savings into Apple. He pretty much bet that Apple stocks would fall a ridiculous amount. And he even wrote a book about it. But I think he might be coming back to Lornography in the near future. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Rob, thanks for joining, mate. Imagine someone like Kevin Westback posting videos. Yeah, I wonder if any other predators will ever come across to YouTube. I'm trying to think who would be the most likely predator, because they're all starting to get out now. I feel like James Rutherford would make one, because he's pretty aware and alert to the fact that a community of TCAP exists.
The person's name, unless I get pissed off. If I get pissed off, then I'll be mentioning that person's name. So
who could he be in cahoots with? The only person Nathaniel was really he teamed up with was brother James, but unless he knows James's actual identity. But Lorne, he's oblivious to all this. He didn't really know what happened back when there was all that internal conflict in the Church of God. So I don't know what he's talking about. How can Nathaniel be a guy when you clearly heard his voice as a male? I will never ever know.
You know, I really want to do everything that I can to be a better person, and I'm trying my ass off. But I really need people to start leaving the past in the past and start catching up to the present and to the person that I am now versus the person I was then. Because back then, that was NBC back then. You can, if you're that much in love with NBC, go to NBC's website. Because I really don't need to keep living in the past. I did this one COD T-shirt because everybody asked me to do a T-shirt.
Did he actually put COD in? Did he? I don't know. Because I thought the Son of Sam law prohibited him from putting COD on. Although he did say God, G-O-D, technically in the sting. I still think COD is a breach of that Son of Sam law. I don't know. Is that Lorne in real time? No, it's not him in real time, but he posted this like just a few minutes ago.
Well, I did the T-shirt. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had one person purchase a T-shirt.
Someone purchased one.
And I've already got one of the other T-shirts made up of the "Don't Yell at Me, I'm Sensitive."
How many did he make? Has he really been catfished into making? Oh, surely not. Surely he hasn't created or invested in like dozens and dozens of T-shirts. If he has, he's well. That's the only way you can really do it. Like, you don't get single shirts made. You normally, get maybe like you release maybe 15 or like if you want to get a few more, you maybe get 40 to 60. I don't really know. I'm guessing it's something like that. But he thinks, is he disappointed with one buy? I was actually surprised someone bought one. Like, who the fuck? I was actually gonna buy one just for a video and like cut it up and like clean the dishes with it, like just in a video. If I ever did like a face reveal or something, but like I thought there's no point. Like, there's no point to do that. Hey, Zurin, welcome.
So now that one T-shirt of "Don't Yell at Me, I'm Sensitive" will be given to this same person that bought this very first T-shirt, and that will be the only one made.
Ooh, collector's item.
Come Saturday, there won't be any more "COD Almighty" T-shirts either, because I won't make them again.
COD Almighty.
I won't make anything that says "COD" on it. Because I'm wanting to live now.
I can't believe 6 months ago, I would never have thought I'd be watching a video about Lorne making COD T-shirts. Like, what the fuck is going on with this world, man? Sex offenders making fucking T-shirts. It's actually, surely Ember bought. I reckon Ember and Joey and a few others put in like a few bucks each to buy one. Surely. Thanks, Azurun. Thanks, bro. He needs a T-shirt. Yeah. Again, guys, I'll just put this in if anyone's interested. If you want to have like a little Skype session live on air, feel free to add me and just have a chat. Ask me some questions if you want.
In the present, I was just trying to give everybody something that they wanted, and so you want to buy a T-shirt, you better catch up.
No one asked for Lorne to make T-shirts. No one. Oh, the fucked up thing is people did ask. Actually, I think trolls asked. So I can't fault him there, but he's got to be able to realize what a troll is. Like, it doesn't take that much effort to be able to. It's almost like when you're a child and you start to understand what sarcasm is, when you're like, 5 or 6, I don't know, maybe even less. You start to understand, like, around those early years of primary school, late years maybe, what sarcasm is. It doesn't take this long to finally fucking understand what trolling is. Like, he's been on the internet now for like a good year or two, and he gets trolled every day, and he still can't understand the difference. And he still fucking gets catfished. Like, how can you still get catfished after your life was ruined by being catfished? So his life was ruined by Kayla, or Perverted Justice, catfishing him. Not catfishing him, but they didn't lure him, but they kind of did in a way to catfish him. So Amanda James catfished him, Kayla catfished him, Ember catfished him, Michelle catfished him. It's getting ridiculous now. Like, this guy still doesn't learn like what trolling is.
And I have to tell you, because somebody asked me before, I checked on the price of their pictures being on the back, and it costs double what it cost for just the one on the front. So I figured that the price would only go up $1 or $2 or $3. Well, it didn't. It doubled, and it makes sense because it's two pictures on a picture on each side. So I guess it just makes sense. So, but
boring.
I really don't know what else to say. Help me if you want me around and continue trying to be a better person. Throw me a bone here, and I hope your minds are off sexual crap. Because I'm talking, help me out a little bit and support me.
Throw him a bone, guys. Come on, seriously. Throw this guy a bone. Give him a chance. Come on, help him out. Fucking hilarious, man. The guy's making t-shirts and selling them for like $40 with his face on it. Fucking idiot. Is he giving any money to Betty? Because on his website, it says something like money will go to Betty, but then below it, it completely contradicts it and says money will go to chasing Nathaniel. Now, he harbors a huge grudge against Nathaniel Trevor. And I don't think, did Lorne even watch his videos? I don't even fucking think he did. I think he maybe heard them, a couple of them, really bad ones. But yeah, I think part of that grudge and that anger is stemmed from Sting as well. I think he's completely pushed that anger and hatred from, Chris Hansen, the hatred towards Perverted Justice, probably even the hatred towards Sherry Twist. He's narrowed that all onto Nathaniel Trevor in the past week or two. He made a video about Nathaniel being a fart in the wind like a week ago. Yeah, Azurun, like, Nathaniel's videos were funny. Like, some of them were bad, some of them like went too far. Some of them were good. Like, it was just I didn't like all the conflict going on, and I wasn't a part of that. But Nathaniel, when he settled down, Nathaniel, and when he made quality Lorne videos, he was good. But unfortunately, sometimes, he would go a bit too far. But, I like that. I like that. Yeah, Robin, his head looks tiny. He's pretty broad. Like, Lorne's got a lot of girth, if you know what I mean, Robin. Yeah, I used to binge Nathaniel. Well, I think Base Shaman was first. So yeah, how did I get into? I'll talk about how I got into Teacup later. I just want to finish this video. It's taken ages.
Away from the NBC crap, because I'm doing everything I can to do what I can to make everybody on here happy. So that's all I got for now. I didn't read another chapter of my book last night because of circumstances, and I'm not going to read another one tonight.
Circumstances.
Because I'll let you know that I have class on Thursday nights that I have to go to for, well, I don't need to go into detail. I have class that I have to go to on Thursday nights. So.
He couldn't make his YouTube video because he had sex offender class. Oh, can you imagine Lorne sitting in this circle? I wonder if there are sort of groups formed at sex offender class. Like, I wonder if Lorne gets bullied. No, I'm just joking.
But I guess that's about it for this message. I'll be watching the comments and reading them in the comment section.
Fuck off. Circumstances, but yeah, he did get pissed drunk. Yeah, Robin, the live stream and chat is delayed. Yeah, I think it normally is a bit delayed, but unfortunately for me, it's even shitter because I have poor internet. No one wants to Skype? Okay. If anyone wants to Skype, just say. Alright, let's actually start this chat log. This. There, that's better. Okay, let's start this. Yeah, so he said his nieces didn't go into chat rooms. And like I said, he's a possessive person. He wants everything to himself. Even though he's so possessive, he didn't have any possessions. It's pretty interesting. But they used to get mad at me because of it too, lol. Because they talk a lot about sex and stuff in them. Oh, it bothered me a lot then. Now I've just come to realize it's just part of growing up, lol. See, that is a sick grooming tactic by Lorne. So what he's tried to say there is, talking about sex, all this sort of crap, it's natural. It's part of growing up. It's good to be exposed to it at the age of 13. But he's contradicted himself in these two sentences. He said here his nieces shouldn't go into any chat rooms, correct? Because they talk about sex and stuff. But then here he says it's part of growing up. So I know he did say he realized, so he had a change in heart, but still, this is very smart manipulation because he shows that he was on the other side of the fence at one point, being it's not safe, and then it shows here that he learned that it is safe and it is fine, it's part of growing up. It's very smart grooming, and I think Lorne's not a smart guy. This is innate. This ability to groom is inbred in him. His DNA is wrapped up in histones, all these different proteins, and it codes for this knowledge. Nah, I don't know. It could though. Like he's a smart groomer, man. I'm not even joking. Is Arun? No worries, man. Hopefully I'm not distracting you from your work. It's good to see you again, Freedom Run. Thanks for joining. Where are we? They used to get mad at me because of too low. Oh no, we read that. I bet they wish I would have felt that way back then though, lol. Lol. So wait, his nieces are older now. They're like in their 30s. The internet wouldn't have even been around when they were like little kids. Like what, 15, if they're like, let's just say they're 26. So 10 years ago, that's 97. The internet was very primitive. Like not many people went into chat rooms back then. I don't even think they may have existed. So again, this is bullshit. Like this is complete bullshit. Lol. What else do you do for fun? Besides homework, lol. Hang out with my friends, like at the mall, and go shopping. I love shopping. Lol. I'm not gonna read in Kayla's voice. I'm sick. I can't. So yeah, he's asking questions about her. So drawing her in, making her interested in the conversation. Pretty interesting. You're definitely a girl, lol. Well, yeah, I'm a girl. I mean, because you love shopping, lol. Oh, yeah, lol. So, yeah, like making jokes. So, this phrase, or not phrase, this phase here from what else do you do for fun to like down to maybe, even down here, it keeps, a bit of lag. Even like, yeah, down to here to buy shopping, clothes, all this stuff. He's asking a lot about her, and like he made a little joke here about like you are definitely a girl. He's really, really trying to like lure her in and make her think that he cares about her. And he by the end of the chat log, I do believe that Lorne harbored a deep love for Kayla, and it's debatable. I mean, and no one will ever definitively know besides Lorne, and Lorne himself might not even know, but Lorne did love Kayla to an extent, and when he cried and when he screamed, "Oh God," that was his heart breaking, I believe. But also because he's going to jail for 5 years. Oh, imagine, imagine like it's your birthday and you're a pedophile and it's everything you've ever imagined it to be. It was going to be you meeting up with a child. I don't imagine this. I mean, it's probably not good to imagine to be a pedophile, but let's just for say, put yourself in Lorne's shoes. The best day of his life. Like, he's so happy. It could have been the best day of his life. Again, Andrew Burkett has a great video talking about how Lorne, he he probably didn't have many great days in his life. I mean, the guy didn't even have a fucking bed. All he had was like a computer and a webcam. Um, but where was I going with that? I have no idea. It is 2 a.m. in Australia, so I'm getting a bit tired. But oh yeah, Lorne not having a day as good as this. Yeah, so imagine that, like it's the best day he was ever gonna have, and it ends up him going to jail for 5 years. Lorne comes off like an idiot, yet when you see how exacting his groom is, makes you rethink that. Yeah, his grooming is surprisingly smart. Now, the thing about all this bullshit is Lorne was talking to a decoy. It might not have worked on a real girl, and obviously, most likely, it probably wouldn't have, but you can manipulate people to do things, and you'll be surprised. Like, there are stories of serial killers, kidnappers, and they create a friendship with their kidnappees. I think the word is, or the people they've kidnapped. And these people who've been kidnapped end up trusting the person that's kidnapped them, and they just walk around the house freely after like probably a couple of years of being in captive. They end up just starting to walk around the house. They even go in the backyard and do gardening. They don't run away. They just come back in because they've been so heavily manipulated. So don't think what Lorne did to Kayla is impossible, because there are some pretty fucked up ways people can be manipulated, and they're just normal people. Like, debatable, sometimes maybe a disability may be present, but you never know. Like, even you watching now could be manipulated one day. Like, innocent people get scammed all the time. Scamming is manipulation. It's interesting. Yeah, he's very manipulative, Isern. Yeah, Kayla said it best. I love it how Kayla said K all the time. K for Kayla. Oh yeah, Stockholm Syndrome, that's what it is. Thank you, William. Beautiful man. I bet they wish I would have felt that way back then, lol. Lol. What else do you do for fun, besides homework, lol? Hang out with my friends, like at the mall, and go shopping. I love shopping. Lol. You're definitely a girl, lol. Um, what do you usually buy when you go shopping? Let me guess. Clothes? Lol. See, I've got this sick feeling that Lorne is trying to steer the conversation towards, like, buying bras, panties. I think he probably maybe, but I may be making him out to be too evil. He might just be saying clothes because girls, that's all they really. It's not all they buy, but as opposed to boys who buy video games generally more than girls, and toys more than girls. Girls love their clothes, especially at the age of 13. What else did he say? Lol. He says lol a lot. It's a great phrase to sort of separate out the lines. Like, look, did you see me sneeze? Yeah, lol, lol. I think I'm coming down with a cold, lol. Or sorry, lol, lol. I wonder how many times he says lol in this. And he probably is laughing too, because he does chuckle quite often. That's one thing I noticed with the calls with Ember. He laughs quite often, just at stupid shit. Lorne has got the mentality of a child in some instances. Andrew Burkett was going over some of his comments and some of his replies to troll comments on his channel. And he says stuff like, "You smell, lol," and like, he tells people they smell and says like, they're silly, stupid. Like he's weird. He's a weird person. Like, did you see me sneeze? I think that's a way of him confirming that his webcam's working. She said, yeah, lol, but if he wanted to see if the webcam was working and if she was actually watching, he should have said something like, he should have not sneezed and said, did you see me sneeze? And when she said, yeah, that would mean that she wasn't watching because Lorne didn't sneeze. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the point of that is. I think he just wants to see if she's paying attention. I think I'm coming down with a cold, lol. Oh, sorry. Me too. I hate colds, lol. So he's not long into the chat log at this point. Like, have a look at the scroll bar. It's got a long way to go before we're anywhere into the actual meat of the Lornography. But when you meet someone and you want to sort of attract them to you, you don't talk about like sneezing and slobbering and coughing all over the place. You don't do that. And that's what he's doing here. I'm fucking sick. Me too. I hate colds, lol. Yeah, me too. So I'm guessing that you don't want to take my cold for me, lol. I'll give you $5 if you do, lol. So he's trying to be cheeky here. And why is he trying to be cheeky? I don't know. He's trying to like appeal to Kayla's, I don't know what the word is. He's trying to appear, I guess, as a child, maybe thinking of childish things to say. I mean, kids might say that to each other, like, "Oh, you can have my cold for $5." Maybe he's trying to do that. There are a lot of instances in the chat log where Lorne will try and be a child. He'll act like one. Um, like he always says cool. And like in the extended interview, Lorne actually says, like, that's like cool. Because he's trying to, act like a kid and sound like a kid. I just want to check one thing. Yep, alright. What time do you usually go to bed? No, I don't want your cold, thank you. Lol. Usually about 10 or 11. Now, 10 or 11, that's pretty late for a 13-year-old, in my opinion. I think that's a bit late. 10's fine, but he's saying 10 or 11, so I think that's pretty late for a 13-year-old. Like, I went to bed probably before 10, and this is after 10, so... And yeah, Lorne agrees. I mean, he says, wow, you stay up late. Kayla, I'm supposed to be in bed by 10, but I sneak sometimes, lol. And Lorne would love that. Look, he says, naughty girl, lol, because he knows she's sneaky, she's mischievous. And that goes hand in hand with, a predator-minor relationship, because, the child needs to be quiet about it. He needs to, be quite mischievous. And look, he'd be grinning so much. He would probably be laughing right now, saying like, this is too easy. Robin. Yeah, he does type super childish. See, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of predators do speak more mature. But Robin, I don't know if Lorne is acting like a child to appeal to Kayla, or if he's actually, that's just how he is. I don't know. He seems to uh, display some of these childish traits in his YouTube videos in some cases. Like some of the little jokes and like the jabs he takes at people are just so childish. And I don't know. I think he is exaggerating his childish nature here to, lure Kayla in. But there are aspects of him that are definitely immature. I'm guessing that you must have your computer in your bedroom then, huh? Lol. So here, like obvious scouting here of her housing and how her room is situated. Smart grooming. I mean, like if the computer is out in the hallway, or not hallway, but like in the lounge room where people can see, it's not going to work. You might as well pack up end game because the parents are going to see everything the child's doing. But it's in the bedroom, so he knows he can. It's an all-out lawn show now for her. It's all-out lawn for her. Lol. Uh-oh, lol. That means you get extra tired in the mornings, lol. What? Lol? What time do you wake up in the mornings? 6. Do you always sneak online after you're supposed to go to bed? Sometimes. Lol. I'm quiet. Lol. Lol. So many lols. But like he would be so happy about this. He knows she's mischievous. He knows she's going to sneak out. And if you want to have a relationship with a child, I mean, she needs to be compliant, and she is. You make sure the volume's down and everything, lol. I turn it off, lol. Lol. This is your first time you've ever been in a chat room? Yeah. And he would love that. Oh, is there no sound at the moment? I'll just check. Yeah, sorry, I was just checking something. Where was I? So yeah, he's just checking that she does know, how to maintain the relationship within her bedroom with Lorne, and volume down would be a key aspect, and she turns it off, which is what he wants. And also, this is key here. This is probably what makes Lorne the happiest at this point in the chat log, at least. And that is that it's her first time in a chat room. Now, for Lorne, Lorne has an interest in fascination with chat rooms and like revealing himself. I think when someone's not only a virgin, but also a virgin in chat rooms, that really appeals to Lorne. And I think Lorne is if she said something like I've been in chat rooms a lot more, no, I've spoken to lots of guys before, he might fall out of interest of her, because she may have seen guys, with six packs, or like, not even just six packs, just more attractive guys than Lorne, and Lorne would feel, out of his comfort zone, out of his league even. But she hasn't. So Lorne's like, I'm first in. Like, he's setting the standard. And yeah, it's interesting. Hey, Lorniak, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Just a reminder to everybody, there's my Skype. If anyone wants to call, I'll probably be going to bed soon. I'm getting a bit tired, but I'll try to stick around to give more people a chance to come in and maybe call up. Yeah, definitely Azurn. Yep, when I don't have anything else to do. Lol, how do you like the chat room so far? See, now it's her first time in the chat room, but he still doesn't know if she's like spoken to anyone. Like, she may have spoken to people still. And look, I haven't looked at it, and he is so happy. Like, he knows now he can infect her and do his will. And his grooming will go to work now, and from now on, you see his grooming, all the different factors, all the different strategies he uses, and it's based on the fact that she's a so-called virgin in chat rooms. He can do whatever she wants. She hasn't learned from previous experiences. This is her first experience. Too busy concentrating on me, lol. And I think a comment like that is really trying to, boost his own ego. He's trying to make himself feel good. And look, she doesn't actually say anything. She doesn't say yes, no. She actually says looks like dumb stuff. So if she said something like yes, he'd be really happy. He'd be grinning ear to ear. But she doesn't. So she doesn't give him that. which is good. Looks like dumb stuff. Lol. Have you read any of it? This could be a actual controversial factor in the chat log because, not controversial, but a worrying factor, a better term. Because, if it looks like dumb stuff, Lorne could be worried that she might not come back. I mean, if it's not interested, she's 13 and, the attention span of a 13-year-old, it's better than, like an 8-year-old's, but it's still short. And if it doesn't interest Kayla's going to leave. Now, when I talk about this chat log, I know Kayla's a decoy, but from Lorne's perspective, you need to consider that he thinks she's real and he's working with grooming tactics based on the fact she's real. So that's when I talk about attention spans. I know the decoy's like a 30-year-old Sherry Twist bitch, whatever her name is, but it's actually, for Lorne, it's a 13-year-old. No, I'm looking at it now. So here, she's starting to look at it, and he's like, oh, okay. And then he's like, has anyone else messaged you besides me from the chat room? And then she's like, yeah, but I closed them, lol. And he'd be like, phew, sigh of relief because, Lorne needs to be the first one in best dressed. What do you mean by perv? What's that? Did I miss that part? I didn't see him say perv. I must have missed it. I'm half asleep now. Lol. Okay, I'll tell you, lol. It's when you talk about sex, some people think it's perverted. K. In other words, that's all they want to talk about. Know what I mean now? K, I guess. They want to talk about it, lol. Yep, lol, a lot, lol. Be right back, I need another drink of water. So right then, he's sort of exposing her to what perversion is, to what, slowly inching towards the big 3-letter word sex and maybe 4-letter word cock. But he's getting there slowly. Where are we? Did you miss me, lol? And that's the freaking saying that, asking if he missed her. He has no self-confidence. It's been like fucking, like barely even a minute. 50 seconds since he got water. And he's like, do you miss me? It's absolutely ridiculous. Lorne has no self-confidence. Not self-confidence, what's the word? It's too late. I don't know. But he just always seeks praise. He always seeks something from people to make himself feel better. And in that instance, he wanted her to say she missed him, but she didn't, and that's great. Yeah, self-esteem, Izurun, that'd be a better term. Yeah, he has such a low self-esteem. He needs praise. He hates criticism. Any criticism he won't take. But yeah, this is the second time she doesn't say she misses him. She just says, you weren't gone very long, which is probably hinting at, I don't fucking miss you. Lol, that's because I'm good, lol. And again, like, what's he mean by that? Like, he's trying to build up his self-esteem, Azurun, thanks for that term. Self-image too. He's trying to make himself think, I'm good, I got back quick. His own little internal battles he's fighting, because, he's got no bed. He's got a few friends, but they probably think he's a loser. He's got neighbors that abuse him, come in, just take what they need, borrow his phone, borrow his car. He's got nothing. And he needs something, even if it's from a 13-year-old girl in a chat room saying she misses him. What's your name? Lorne. Now, why he said it like that, I don't know. Probably trying to spell it out for her. In his head, he probably said it nice and slowly. Lorne, because he does it in the phone call like that. Actually, he says Lorne. I'm gonna guess yours is Kayla. It's a pretty good guess, Lorne. See, Lorne sometimes has a degree of intelligence, and here he's really showing it. Like, it's a great connection he's made from Kayla Princess 94 being her name is Kayla. That's very smart, Lorne. No, I'm just fucking around. Do you watch the Delray Misfits? Fuck yeah, I do, Lorniak. I fucking love them, man. It's probably my second. Being a misfit or piss trooper is probably my second favorite thing after Lornography. Oh, probably even more than Lornography. Pretty big piss trooper, man. Everyone else in chat probably have no idea what Delray Misfits are, but they're just a group of guys that hang around in the gym and just talk shit. They talk about trannies all the time. Lorniak, how, like, I miss World Gym so much now, man. Like, you don't understand. Ever since World Gym closed down, Delray Misfits have never been the same. But they're still good. They're still good. Robin. No, we can't talk romantically. No. Yes, that is very interesting statement, Robin. His flirtation idea of romance is so mature, hence his interest in Kayla. Because he's immature, that's right. He was interested in a month in Kayla. And all she said was K, look, K, Y, K, K. Like, he says she has nothing. It's a conversation with himself, technically, because she's not giving him anything. And he was intrigued by that. Imagine if he was in a real relationship, he'd shit his pants. He wouldn't know what to do because there'd be so much information going in and out. It's just a really immature chat log. One has no style. He's fucking stylish. Anthony, I wish I could marry you too, man. Like, I don't know if there are gay marriage laws in, like, America yet. I'm not really following, like, the news, but I know you can get married in Ireland. Like, we can go to Ireland to get married, bro, Anthony. I think Lorniak, deep down, the Misfits miss World Gym. Definitely miss it. It was their home, like, for 8 years or something, and it's gone now. Anthony, I thought you were Anthony Palumbo. Oh, Anthony is Lazzarino. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were gay, man. I still would like to marry you, but even if it's against your will. Um, I got booted back, gone for 2 minutes. Oh, I wonder if Lorne had any heart palpitations in those 2 minutes when Kayla was gone. He's probably like, fuck, who's next? Lorne. Okay. I'm going to guess yours is Kayla. Oh, he said it again? Oh, yeah. Because she logged off. Hi again. Yeah, lol. Lol. Don't tell me your last name. Don't ever tell anybody from the internet your last name, okay? And this is when Lorne and the Holy Lornography takes its first steps into darkness. In my opinion, at least, pure darkness. This is deep stuff here. Chat's going insane. Kayla gives him just enough and does say certain things, i.e., we need to think of a nickname for you, Lorne. Yeah, true. And get a rest on teacup just for you. Boys. There's 10 people watching now. All-time record for this crappy little channel. 10 viewers. Yo, Sam. He was definitely panicking. Sam, his heart was going a million miles an hour, thinking his precious princess had gone, logged off, found another man, and he was like, sucks. He also spoke to Disney Princess. I think it was before Kayla or at the same time. So, he may have had another girl just waiting in the midst, but Kayla was always his precious princess. Yeah, Freedom Run. I feel like if I made a video on James Rutherford, my YouTube would get deleted. And also Paul Clement. He's also out there in the comments stalking YouTube for any teacuppers and taking down their channel. Like, because Bay Sharman had a pretty big video on Paul Clement, and I think Paul was one of the main contributing factors besides James Rutherford that got Bay Sharman's channel down. I'm one of those weirdos, so I'm going to shower. Would you like to see it before I go shower? Anthony, I would. Is that okay if I can? Oh, Anthony, I thought you were male. Oh, I'm gay, so sorry, bro. Okay, so we're going to the darkness now. Okay, why? Because there are some real weirdos on here sometimes, and they might try to go looking for you. That is so scary. That's a terrible thing to say. And Lorne's really taking a huge risk here. Think about it. Lorne could fucking scare her off here. Like, she could just log off and say, go looking for me. And if Kayla was smart, let's just say Kayla was a real girl, if she was smart, all she would say is, real weirdos on here, go looking for me. Lorne could be one of those weirdos. He could be. Um, he could be, and Kayla would realize that and like leave. But Kayla trusts Lorne because why would someone? This is Kayla's mindset, most likely. If Kayla was real, she'd be thinking something along the lines of, why would someone tell me about, these weirdos and people going looking for people and murdering people, and someone who actually would do that wouldn't disclose that information. So that's probably what Kayla's thinking. Like, wow, really? Like, thanks for telling me. That's where that trust is built and that rapport. Xmas Cupo, Xmas Cupo, welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Paul was a 22-year-old virgin. Poor guy, man. Poor guy. 37, male, Nashville. Yeah, Anthony, I know you're doing the chat log, bro. Just like Jesus Rocks and Nathan Downhill, I think. He could go on OkCupid. Yeah, sure. Oh, we've lost a viewer. We're back down to 9. Boys, damn it. I don't think this is a great time to live stream. But really, it's the only time I get, like, midnight, 1 a.m. So it's hard. Again, like, there are a few new people in the chat. If someone wants to give me a call on Skype and have a chat, you're more than welcome to. And anyone else who's watching this, when I post it on YouTube later, you can add me. I wonder if Lorne is allowed to freedom run. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Lorne's not allowed to fucking go on any dating apps, because it's kind of like a chat room. I mean, and there could be minors on it. When you were talking about the perv convo between him and Kelly, I was thinking he's one of those perverts. Yeah, he's one of those weirdos. I love when Chris Hansen says that. That's one of the main attacks Chris Hansen does on the show as well. Like, there aren't many other times Chris does that. So most of the Lornographers are from Europe. I thought most Lornographers were from America, USA. That's most of my viewers are from USA. I actually have one viewer from like Africa, which is weird. Grinder. What about Facebook? Lol. Does Lorne have Facebook? No, he doesn't. He's not allowed to have Facebook. I'm pretty sure he's not. It's weird because Facebook is such a key staple in like society these days. Like, for example, at university, if you have a group project, you just have to use Facebook to communicate. Like, you don't use emails. Emails are just so slow and useless. Facebook is so key to doing well in society. Unfortunately, that's how it's turned out. Lorne be lurking in the Snapchat DMs. Oh, here's a good one. Is Mr. Penis thinking about Miss Vagina, and what is she thinking? Talking about you, Isaiah. Oh, me on Facebook. Bro, I don't know. I'm probably going to do a face reveal one day, but for the time being, nah. I'm too ugly for Facebook. I'm too ugly for YouTube. You'll see my face. Nah, I'm joking. Great. I'm a great looking person. Nah, I don't do Facebook, man. I'll probably one day when I do eventually reveal my identity, maybe, but for the time being, it's completely anonymous. But my name is Isaiah in real life, so I just used my same name, which is probably not a great idea, but so don't ever tell them your last name, your address, your phone number, the town you live in, or the school you go to. K, are you a weirdo? Lol, no lol. K, Does it sound like I am, lol? Yes, it fucking does sound like. If I was, I never would have told you to never tell anyone all of your information, lol. So Lorne, playing it smart, playing it very smart. Thanks, William. I do sound sweet. Robin, thanks for stopping by. You've been here for an hour and 13 minutes. So thanks for staying the whole time. My precious princess. Izurim, you're a legend. Yeah, I think Joshua Colin. Oh, did he? I don't know. LinkedIn up for his date. I don't know. Oh, I tell you, I'm getting tired, boys. I think I might be calling it quits soon. This chat log's giving me aneurysms. Does it sound like I am, lol? No, lol. Okay, lol. If I was, I never would have told you to never tell anyone all of your information, lol. Okay. I'm very happy that you talked to me before talking to anyone else, though. So very smart by Lorne. Like, he's very devious and, you know, it's not complex thinking, but this is very, like, it's almost like he's done this before. He's got a clear structure to his grooming. I think it's similar in Disney Girls. He says something like, he introduces himself, he talks about his dogs. Same thing in Disney Princesses or Disney Girls chat log. But here, like, he's manipulated Kayla into thinking that he's looking out for her. He said here, what did he say? And then he says, like, why would I tell you? Like, why would I tell you all these things about predators and weirdos if I was one? If I was one, I'd, keep quiet about it and prey on you. So, yeah, he's explained it very well to her, and she's understood it, obviously, because she's a decoy, but if she was real, maybe she would have understood it even more or less. You never know. There's a lot of them too. There are. Yep. Wow. Nobody's ever said anything to you about the internet. And this here, again, there's so many key concepts and key, uh, statements in the early days of the Lornography. And again, another one here. If you just ask straight up, has anybody taught you about the internet? It seems very creepy because if you say no, it'll be giving that person, insight into your knowledge of safety and online predators. But because he's introduced this scenario of, there are predators, there are weirdos, and because she sort of doesn't know a lot about them, he's like, so nobody's ever told you about the internet? Very smart. It's a very interesting way to get to this question. Lorne has no fucking game. It's fucking Lorne Armstrong, bro. He wears red jumpers. He's never gotten a haircut. Like, he just Why doesn't Lorne Armstrong just shave his head? Like, he looks so much better. Looks so much better. Guys, I'm thinking of calling it quits. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. I'm just thinking it might be better for you to do your live streams in the mornings if most of your viewers are in the US. That way it's morning your time, but not here when people are home from work. That's very true, William. That sounds about right. Yeah, William, I agree. William is the kind of guy who has always got your back. William Rao. Like if you ever need a DVD or anything, like he'll have your back. He'll have the DVDs for you. Like Saw 2, any of those movies, he'll have them for you. It's noon. See, I thought noon wouldn't be a bad time as well for people in America, but apparently not. No one's come on. I wonder if maybe it's also because maybe people can't find my live stream on their subscriptions. I don't know. Saw 2, well, yeah, William, Saw 2 is a really scary movie, I think. Apparently it's really scary. Um, that's just what I've heard about it. This fucking chat log, man. It's starting to bore me. I'm surprised your mum and dad haven't, about all the weirdos on it and what happens on it. What happens on it? Girls have given guys their information. like their address and home phone number and stuff, and the guys would find them and do bad things to them. That is fucking evil, man. Really? Like what? Do you know what rape is? Yeah. Well, they raped them, and some women and girls have even gotten killed. Now that is fucking sick. And Andy, I think he's Andrew's friend. He does his name's IRS IREX Scammers. He does a pretty interesting analysis of this, and he basically believes that Lorne has rape on his mind. You don't bring up rape unless it's on your mind, and I believe it is at this point. I completely agree. He's thinking about it. He might have been internally conflicted whether he would commit forceful rape, and I think that is very likely. And he just maybe asked her, "Do you know what rape is?" and tried to link that back to this fear, because it's all about fear. He creates fear, and once that fear is created, she needs someone to protect her. And Lorne's that protection. Lorne's her shield, because he's warned her about all this. She can trust him, can't she? Well, that's part of the grooming tactic. It's very, very smart, but again, would it work? Like, if you're in a chat room and someone fucking says rape, you just get out of there. Like, seriously. Wow. So promise me you never give your information out to anyone, okay? Okay. So right there, I'm going to end it there at this point, but I just want to talk about that line a bit. Again, it's showing his possessive nature. He's trying to keep her to himself, but also I think he might be trying to protect her in some way. Like there may be love brewing between the two. I don't know, but he doesn't want her to give out information. And again, I think it's sort of I've gone blank again. Fuck, I can't think of the term. He's trying to make her think that he doesn't want the information. And someone who wants information wouldn't tell the minor, don't give your information out. So he's appearing as a nice guy. Very intricate, very smart. He's had some thinking behind this. And I thought just to end off, I'm just going to like randomly scroll to a weird part of the chat log. If I can get there, and we'll see what we get. Oh, what the fuck's going on? Hang on. Why can't I scroll? Oh, this is so... I'm just going to scroll. I'll read some of the chat. Did any of these predators use a professional app for sex with the decoy? In the Hanson vs Predator, I think they used... One of them used Grindr, I think. I like rape. Chris Hansen. Make sure you post what times for us. This was great of you to do, Isaiah. Oh, thanks, Freedom Run. Went well with my morning coffee. We shall meet again. Thanks, Freedom Run. Yeah, thanks for coming and stopping by. It's always great to see you. It's like Lorne is playing a fucked up version of Persona 5 and trying to set up the social link. Peace, Isaiah. Thank you, Xmas Cooper. All right, I'm just going to stop. I'll do one last big push. Uh-oh. Where's it gone? Oh, I think I'm losing internet. I think my internet has cut out. And with that, guys, I think I might call it a night. Oh, wait, no, it's back. It is back, boys. We are back online. I just want to do one last little game. It's not loading. A TCAP video game. That would be interesting. It'd be very interesting. What would the goal be? Like, oh, you know what? It could be pretty dark, the game. Like, you could be the predator and you have to try and, like, get with the kid. But you could be the decoy, or you could be Chris Hansen trying to, like, capture predators. It could be like a chat log, and you got to type in the chat and try and, like, get the predator to come. That'd be an interesting concept for a game. Yeah, Freedom, I can give you a note. Sure thing. I'm actually Oh, I won't go into that. But maybe in a few years, I may be able to give you a doctor's note. The goal is always to get the cleanest, best pleasure. The meaning of life, not many people know what it is. I do know what it is. It is to obtain the cleanest, best pleasure. There are two meanings to life. One, to reproduce, to prolong the existence of our species, and to reach maximum pleasure. Random part of the chat log. Okay, now tell me which one is really you, okay? I'm not going to be mad. I just want to know which one is really you, because the one that you said was you in the middle with the other two girls is a different girl than the first. I just said you. This is when Lorne. There are 3 different girls in that Kayla picture. I tell you, there are 3. And he even says it here. Why doesn't he take his own advice? He's getting catfished. And he knows he is, but he still gets catfished. He's the only guy to ever pick up on discrepancies between pictures sent from a catfisher and still get catfished. Huh? And this, Sherry Twist would have been shitting her pants here, actually. She would have been like, oh shit, we fucked up. She's been talking for like 2 weeks with this pervert, and just like that, he could log off and never come back. The first pic I just sent you, and look, there's dots, so he's upset about this. The one in the dress, she has a pretty little gap between her 2 front teeth. The other pic, the girl doesn't have a gap between her 2 front teeth. I just want to know which one is really you. That's me in the first one. Okay, so who's the one in the second one? Is that you said was you? It's me a long time ago. That's smart. I reckon if she said it wasn't her, Lorne would have been like, well, you lied to me. Like, I can't trust you anymore, Kayla. Like, I don't know if I can trust you. But a long time ago, he says, promise? Yep. I know they both look like the same girl. The gap between the teeth just really threw me off. It's not even just the gap. Like, they look fucking different, man. They have completely different mandible. Maxilla is different. The upper jaw. Like, the cheeks are more plump. The zygomatic arc under the eye. I know, guys. I know a lot about the skull. It's temporal bone. Everything is just different in this child. Even the hair follicles. The kid's eyes are different. The shape. Everything is different. Teeth are minute in comparison. I mean, like, they're a good indication, but there are so many other things that make Kayla mean that the photos of Kayla aren't true. Okay, so who's the one in the second one that you said was you? Oh yeah, me, a long time ago. And then he just gives up on it. Just like that. That's pretty interesting that I scrolled to such like an interesting part of the chat log. But he picked up on it, and this is probably the biggest scare for Sherry Twist right here. And it was when, Lorne picked up on it. And I commend Lorne for using his brain for once. He has this huge mound of flesh in his skull, developed for billions of years. Well, Homo sapiens, like 50 million or so years, but in terms of from the first cell ever, billions of years. And he couldn't even tell the difference between those photos. It's very interesting. It's a lack of evolution. There are severe lacks in evolution. Anyway, guys, I am like really tired. I don't even know what I'm fucking talking about anymore. Thanks for sticking around. Everyone who came, Anthony, Sam, William, Freedom Run, Azurin, X-Mar, Scoopo. Who else came? There was Robin, who's great questions. Azurin again. Don't want to miss anyone. Great. There was a Christ failure. Kayla Princess came in for a bit. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming by. Shame we didn't get any calls. I was keen to like do some chats. If anyone wants to talk now, I'll wish me good night on Skype. It will give me great pleasure, and I'll achieve my life goal of cleanest, best pleasure. But I think that's it for tonight, boys. Joey's on actually. Anyway, boys. Till next time, I'll see you later.